So if you're like me, 40 and over, actually I'm nearly 50 next year, next July, and I can't believe that time has raced, right? As you get older, what the thing is that it just somehow feels like time is flying, especially when you turn 40. And so that's why I'm doing this video, is that if you're 40 and over, you want to start incorporating a certain kind of a lifestyle that you can sustain through the latter part of your life, right? Assuming that you live a considerable amount of time, whether it's 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. These days, what I have noticed is younger people are dying a lot faster. And I represent the Gen X population. And then if you look at our generation, what we are seeing today in the health, wellness community, obesity is out of hand. And I talk about this extensively in all the videos that I have done. But if you are going to adopt a lifestyle that's sustainable, durable, and that's a lifestyle that you can enjoy, I, in my heart of hearts, believe that intermittent fasting is probably the best way to go. Any kind of time-restricted eating, you're winning. You're winning not just by fasting, but also rewarding your body with all the benefits that fasting brings, such as growth hormone spikes, anti-aging, improved digestion, blood flow, testosterone boost. You're also, essentially you're gaining back a lot of time that we spend on thinking about what we're going to eat, when we're going to eat, what we're going to eat, and how quickly we can get our hands on food. And what's worse is that some of us have these intense sugar cravings, right? Especially as we get older. So our bodies typically don't process food the way it used to process it when we were in our 20s. If you think about that carefully, we have metabolism on our side, we have youth on our side. There's a lot of things that are on our side when we are in our 20s, but things tend to slow down when we reach that 35 mark. Men and women, it's a little different. So generally speaking, it just all comes down to where you are in your personal journey as it relates to fitness, wellness, your weight, your goals, right? What are you up against? What's working in your favor? We are in a period right now, October is almost over, right? That's kind of scary if you think about it, because again, I just feel like it was January 2023 and I saw all these posters going up and memes and people really motivated about their fitness journey, and by March, if that, they just disappeared. And I've seen a lot of these people gain twice the amount of weight. The next 2 months are getting even colder. That's why we call it the winter arc. And really, it's a lot. This period, the next 2 months, is a make or break for many of us. But especially if you're 40 and over, you have lived about half your life. You have a series of lived experiences that you can count on and look back on, and make a conscious effort and decision in the mirror that if you are to follow a protocol, is it really diet? Is it really cutting out certain foods and processed, your favorites, whatever that is, right? I think the intermittent fasting lifestyle, in a way, allows you to eat most things in moderation. But if you want to take it up a notch, you can combine intermittent fasting with a carnivore diet, which is meat-based, 100% meat-based. I'm not 100% meat-based, although it's mostly carnivore. I incorporate vegetables, very little vegetables, and good fats. So some might say even that's a keto. Yeah, very close to keto, but I would say 80-90% of my meals are protein. And so when you get to this age, obviously I'm living proof. You can see the gains that I've made. I'm about 160 pounds. There was a time when I used to weigh 190 pounds and it's just have a little distended stomach. And I was chunky. You could tell it on my face. Just, I was thick, but I wasn't this cut up. I wasn't this lean. You were lighter. You just feel, you're lighter and you just feel fresh. That's what I would say at a high level, summary level for intermittent fasting. You just feel a lot more alert. You can get a lot of things done and just simply be productive, which allows you to accomplish your tasks, whether you're in corporate, you have kids. The busier you are, the better this lifestyle is, because if you think about it, you can eat 4 hours. In 4 hours, you can eat a lot of food. You don't need to have really 3 meals a day now, unless you have diabetes, some other health prevailing conditions. I'm not an expert, but I just speak in a general sense that you don't have to eat 3, 4, 5, 6 meals a day. It doesn't have to be that way. In my humblest opinions, you need to give your body a break. You need to give your digestive system a break. Your colon, your digestive tracts, it needs a break from the constant processing, the grit and the grind. Think about a machine, right? A car engine. You put oil in there, you do the maintenance, right? So your interior is just the same. It's an engine. And you need to give your engine a break by way of sleep therapy, by way of, time restricted feeding. There's so many benefits I can go into, but this is not that video. I'm just saying at a high level that this is a lifestyle that everyone, especially over 40, 37, 38, 39, 40 and onwards, can incorporate seamlessly. And you can get a lot of work done. Just like I said, productivity, just you'll see an immense output. And in fact, if you take it up a notch, you can even do faster workouts. And I'm not saying lifting any kinds of crazy weight, although I recommend lifting moderate weights enough to, maintain your muscle mass. And at the minimum, you can at least start walking. And you should look at walking as endurance in a way, like especially if you go incline, but just walking period as endurance and something good for your heart. But faster walking is just pure magic, because you're burning. It just feels a lot different. Let me put it that way, because I don't want anyone pointing it out that you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Faster cardio, hands down, is something else. I felt it. It feels amazing. Some people, it may work differently. Some people may need a little food in their system. So maybe a little bit of light fruits, apple, right? Banana, berries. I say that just a little bit of water and just get your walk, right? Steps early in the day if you can, or later in the evening. But intermittent fasting and walking is very powerful. It's the easiest way for you to start considering getting in shape for 2025. Any year, actually. So that's it, folks. Just wanted to leave a quick video about if you're 40 and over. Keep this as easy as I can for you to follow. Hopefully a good listen. Obviously, it's not a perfect summary of everything that I would like to cover. I have other videos that I'm including in the links here and in the comment section. But feel free to check it out. I think life, in a way, begins at 40 and over, because you really have to come to terms with who you're living with, right? Which is the body, the mind, of course, but the body. But the gateway to all of this changes here is the mind, your habits, and what you choose, your decisions you make later in life really start turning its face. Like it starts either rewarding you or punishing you. And in some cases, if you're unlucky, I can't speak to that either. I'm being very sensitive. But, happy Halloween, folks, and be safe out there. Hopefully this inspires. Until the next one, Mamba out.